Ashley, welcome. It's been so long. It's been so long. Hey, kuru fiarasi now. Kabu uti perasi kirufa. Peratu fe pa mamu. Kiprae subur dia taraki dirisi tiradisa. Kushkutafratia. Hi, ACM. Welcome. Hi, Jasmine Thomas. Welcome. ACM, thank you for the likes. Sinison, welcome. Prayesitur Bella, welcome. Korea Tainde de Gracia Tirese. Michelle, welcome. Momarto Ufaya. Shara Rose, welcome. Devoti Mari. TLP BP, welcome. Lori Norma, welcome. Dupa from Illinois. You read my mind. I was just going to ask where everybody's at. Hi Michelle, how is Illinois? Illinois? And what's the local way to say Illinois? Lucas, sorry, 69. I like the 69. The 69 in there. Hello again, Garnet Moon. Hello. Knoxville, Tennessee, right on. Well, welcome, Jennifer. It's cold. It's just starting to change here too. You like the outfit? Yeah, I figured, I wore it. I tried it out this morning. I figured, why not? Just wear it again. It's like it's shiny. It's fun. Why not? Hey, Michael. Good to see you. The S is silent when pronounced by the local. I know. You sure? Are you sure? It's not Illinois? Multiple illos? Hi Denise, welcome. Coconut, welcome. Alf, welcome. We are made of the stars. Thank you for the likes. Crystal, welcome. We're just letting some people come in. I know it's Friday night, so people are out doing some stuff probably. It's been a while since we did Friday Night Lights, so this is something that we had normally tried to do consistently each Friday at about 7:30. Oh, they really do? People say it with Illinois? I was mostly teasing. I was just joking. Are we having a party? Absolutely. It's the party pack. Prefer to pronounce it with a French accent. I would too, Heather. Illinois. Nuit. By Torge. Illinois. Yeah, I've missed them too, Anna. Jada said, I always thought aliens were real. Is that a spacesuit? Something like that. It's this thing? Yeah, this is a spacesuit that I walk around in 3D reality with. Aliens are real. I mean, I don't like to call them aliens because they're not that alien. They're very close to us. Well, some of them are kind of far out there. Well, so tonight is Friday Night Lights. It's been a while since we did Friday Night Lights. This is something I was trying to do consistently for a while, but life kicked my butt. So every Friday about 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, I try to jump on, and we just talk all things energy healing, spirituality, whatever. And do some questions and answers, and then we do some energy work as well. So group healing. Activations, upgrades, whatever. Today, what I want to do is focus on specific areas of healing for the group. So what I'll do is I'll ask everybody to make some suggestions and for what to focus our healing on, and then I will put all of the different intentions in a little circle, and then I'll use the pendulum to have the pendulum choose which one to go towards, which one we work on individually. We can probably go through quite a few today. Thank you, Shannon, for the hearts. Hi, Marie Claire. Oh, that's beautiful, Chris. Thank you. You said you wouldn't make plans on Friday. Well, go make plans. There's always, go Go be human. Go play. You feel that healing energy, goodness, healing you just being in here, Mr. Frizzle. Beautiful. Hi, Joey. Good to see you again. Michelle says, I had a lot of clients coming to me with migraines this week. Yeah, there's a lot of... Oh, hi, Jen. Hi, Jen Green. There's a lot of... still a lot of like flaring, like solar flaring. The energies haven't really settled down. They've been insane all month of September. They should start settling down. I'm getting the vibe somewhere between the 2nd and maybe like the 7th or something. I don't know if there's like alignments. Maybe I'm off by a couple of days or somewhere in there. Sometime next week, I feel like it's gonna like finally kind of like let down so we can integrate all that we've just been through, because we've all been doing a lot of like pretty intense shadow work and releasing and processing. So we need a rest. We need a chance to. We've got those ups and downs, and this month has been a roller coaster. Definitely more of the downs for most people. But then we're going to slingshot back up, of course. That's just the way that this stuff works. So we go really low to grab those little pieces of us that are lost, and if you want to refer to it as the underworld, and then we bring them back up, and then we integrate them. Yeah, you like that? I like my space jacket. I like it. I bought it this summer for. I have pants too. I have space pants. I have all sorts of stuff that it matches. It's like the same silver. But I got it for festivals, and then I realized it's too hot to wear. At festivals, I'm dancing the whole time. I'm going, I'm just letting codes loose everywhere, and it's way too hot for that stuff. So Angel McGraw says, why do I feel something about you? Like, I know you, your face. That's common. I mean, it's, you may have seen me before. That's one thing. Or what happens is sometimes people remember me from the future, which is a weird thing. Because time isn't what we perceive it to be necessarily. So everything is happening here and now. So even you just being in here, you might be triggering a remembrance from the future, which is a trip. Ochio, yes, I was down, but I was so high. Some people get really high when they get down. Sometimes that's the way people manage when they get really low, is to get really high. So, I mean, not sure if that's what you meant, but nervous system reset yourself. Yeah, all right. Well, let's see. Let's get some suggestions so we can just jump right into it, so we can bust out as many of these healing topics and tensions as possible. So I say, let's put a nervous system. So I already saw that. So let's throw out some intentions. What areas of healing would we like to focus on? It can be something like a knee, extension symptoms, Team J, Team J, back pain, nerve repair, so sleep issues, hips, anxiety, hands, congestion, yeah, okay, skin, congestion. Sorry, I'm gonna miss some. Just stagnant energy. I got skin, knees, neck, thyroid. All right, I got shoulders. I got I don't know what PCOS is. I'm sorry. Let's do inflammation. Oh, I can squeeze one more in. Let's do inflammation just because that can assist with a lot of different things. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm out of room here, but we can add more to it once we choose some stuff here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little pendulum here. I've got, if you're ever interested in doing something like this, you can, I'll add some more stuff, so like migraines and stuff like that. grow back your leg. You know, you never know. Might have to inject you with some like lizard DNA or something. So yeah, what I do is I just draw them out. You might not be able to see. Draw them out in a circle, and then I use this little pendulum to choose. So the pendulum will choose which one we go with, or it's not the pendulum itself, but the energies are going to assist with that. So let's see what we go. We get first here. Excuse me. Okay, the first one is going to be back. So we're going to work on the back issues. Whatever that looks like, whatever needs to come through for those that are open to receive for healing the back. I mean, we can all use some back support. So what I'm going to do first is just establish what I refer to as my pillar of light. It's just a connection directly to source. That's what I work with, and it just helps hold space. So I'm just going to connect to the grand central sun, and then connect to source energy, just pure source consciousness. I'm going to pull that stream down through our sun portal, and then down through my energy centers, out through my roots, and out through and down into the center of the earth. So all through the minerals and the rocks, into the crystal core of Mother Earth. We're going to stay connected, and then we're going to bring this frequency back up through the rocks and the minerals, up through my root, up through all my energy centers, out through my crown, and back up to source. And you're welcome to do this as well for yourself. It can only help. I'm just going to ask this to continue to flow. And then I'm just going to affirm that throughout any of these healing topics, any of these transmissions, no harm will be done. No energy will be taken that is not freely given out of love, and it'll be in alignment for the highest good of all only. The first intention that we're working towards is healing back issues. And that may look different for each person. So it can be a little more powerful if we focus on like a specific area or a specific type of thing, but so we're just going to let it be general because these codes are multidimensional and they're able to work in different ways. So your higher selves are going to assist using these codes in the ways that are best for each person. So I am just going to connect to Mother Earth's heart. She's got a Merkaba in her heart. It's a structure with two tetrahedrons that are superimposed. I'm going to connect to the bottom one that points downwards, and I'm going to pull up a platinum frequency from that up through my root and into my heart. I'm going to ask that to continue to flow. Connect to Sirius, our spiritual sun, and that's our like a masculine and father-son energy. So we're going to bring that down through my crown and into my heart. And then I'm going to eject the frequency from my heart and into the back of the hearts of those that are receiving. And then I'm just going to pull in some frequencies from Leo. So I'm going to ask Leo to assist and just bring healing into the back wherever it's needed for each individual. So what they're going to have me do now, or at least they're giving me the downloads, is we're going to start from the base up. So we're actually going to start in the hips. So we're going to work on the hips a little bit at the same time here. So we're going to call in Libra. Sometimes our back stuff is related to our base. And our hips are a big part of that. And if you want to assist, you can just what I would recommend doing is placing all your awareness in the area of the back that you would like healing. So if you have back pain, try to feel that back pain. Maybe even assign it a scale, like what out of 10 uncomfortability is it, like how uncomfortable is it, how painful is it, whatever scale that you want that you can measure, just give it a rating. It doesn't really matter if it's super accurate. You're just going to check in afterwards to see where you're at. Rip, Riley, I do that, by the way. I also do that with animals, and my thing is I teach people too, and I know what you're doing. So I will give you a couple more chances if you want to hang out, but I know what you're doing, and just be kind. You know, you don't have to buy into it, but I mean, you can always think of something better to do on your Friday night control. Or maybe you can't. Why would I need to record it? You want me to record it? Would that change your perspective? Do we have to do every good thing? Do we have to do every good thing on video to put it on social media? Is that the way that you perceive the world? Kunubrasa tata ushtu brasa takishta sikra hikra sitra masutu asa. Jeseta sirasa hu uchura parasia krosu ariata surasia. Jutu hasatara yaka. It's not on social media, it didn't happen, right? Karatu arsha tu kwasha turia sakata iktis. Kisu hufashata sitish tasu ushmatusa. Puso matasi tarakusu rasa tarashikra. We're working on the, I'm currently working on the hips and lower back. So we're going to go up through the back and work on back issues. So we're working on specific issues, but group specific issues. Well, I got a shiny suit on. Tu ere hesanatu ife eshitu isata isaratu kura parjata. Befeni manata yeratu parja sakuru patikera peke shatu ufeke indipeta upede papa induprakata utrakla. Karakara hirarenda shuursoa. Behenine hetara karahekro urtu archata tikra hesepesha nati de usu efeme. Meno maro tu patakra ke icherka tu papa patalishi. Giro tondo del shahara yakara yesu tu shutu ashata pepararia kurto ba yakara yasakara tu shimari tu area murto farashta tiri sinande suti ashai rasakara yasatara du sushu farashmayari yakara. Just gonna open our hearts some more. Grandi mimi me aututea. Just gonna surround you with love. Your guides are gonna be holding you, helping you. As we're in the lower back, they're saying you're supported, you're supported. Nira shatura sakrai suru tututus yarasi aranda de kisido ushamai. Muru no matara siti shaki se sara. Abundance is coming, abundance is coming. Kukursta hafasha tigri shitatusata. Mekra sataris, they say it's already here. It's just about the physicality catching up to it. Nari tu harna sakra tipe hatisha tisa. Tisha he se tata suhar ma kurti pepe hati madalma. Manado una tipe shea tu fascia ta yokurtu. Cara me hatete sa ushu te yesha nawaria kara hiri resepe shaya pokuma yakwa. So what I'm doing here is essentially like what we refer to as mirroring. So I'm working kind of like on myself. So now we're kind of moving up through into the middle back, kind of about the ribs area. Tu parreta. Keep off. Yawning is releasing, so you may yawn, you may burp. Burps are coming. You may dry, you may fart, you may swallow, you may cough. These are all different forms of releasing. Sometimes even people sneeze. You may cry. You may have an emotional release. These are all ways to help release stuck emotion, help process. Shini siara sakarasiti shakirisma. Kimarota sahaki akrasi tu ishta sita sa atasiara natu atu pepe asia. Kimu fasu matu pesa rati sha. Shi tu masu atashita hikro su ushu hase akraya kurut pasita tata usu kraya krama. Kiman nobua faratu fare pe par su pare hamatatur kai kana kui shakita tisia tasapa rama yawa tuya. Nira tasakru karasakiri peshatu fepa arato mandada ire keshatia shari. Shukuna masukara yasakara suso asha tiasa shate peshate sekiasia. She asia mukaya we she asia. Kia dina na tu hasia na tu ita shasa ta ta tu sa isha kaya kaya suma hata wefeta ukuruko yasa. Semarata ma murko far kaya kraya kurama. Yeah, I'll yawn. I mostly yawn. I mostly burp, and it depends on where we're releasing from and what we're releasing. And then I dry heave too, so I will like puke up energy. So it's like it sounds like I'm puking. It's pretty brutal, but it's a way of purging like some deep energies. Cold is good. If you're feeling coolness, that's a really good sign. Keep it. If you're feeling hot, like you're heating up, it's usually because it's gonna shift. But the goal is to feel cool. We want to feel cool. We don't want to feel hot after it. So if we're hot, the body is not in homeostasis. Right now we're kind of like behind the heart area and the thoracic area. Getting up there, towards the top of the shoulder blade area of the back. Holding a lot in these areas right now, apparently, in the shoulders and the upper back. Kularida. Cui pecrai crescenai curto forte mi se crescete la sua. We take some little thumb drives are entangled with some healing frequencies. So I'm going to plug those up through the back for each person that's receiving for the back. And those are going to run for the next hour. Good. Confirm. Confirm. Move on. Let me know how that felt. We did do a little bit on the neck too, kind of the cervical thoracic junction, so like right at the base of the neck. It was kind of connected. And yeah, for people who are not that are new to this stuff, or resistant to it, which is fine. I understand. I've been there, so I don't judge you. I understand. But what I do recommend is that you be open-minded at the very least. And if not, ask questions. Just don't be a dick, because that's not good for anybody. It's not good for you, man. It's the worst thing for you. It doesn't really bother me. It's just bad for you. And it's bad. It's like having somebody that hasn't showered in years, kind of in the same room with us. So it's just like, yeah, you're fine. We understand. It's just we do smell you sometimes, So. Yeah, a lot of people think I'm crazy. Shariology. And that's okay. That's normal. Things are going to shift. In about a decade, people are going to definitely have a different perspective on this stuff. And we'll be there to hold their hands and walk them through it, because we've already walked through hell, right? Who are the best guides to guide through hell than people that have already walked through it, right? So what I want to see, I have polls, and I want to see how I see this. Should have, okay. See this this works. This is new. I wanted to try it out. So we're just going to take a little bit of just a quick break so I can make sure I heal, or not heal, I can ground a little bit and clear my energy. And then we'll move on to another one. Yeah, you like this? This is shiny. Right? I thought it's fun. Figure, why not? Why not have fun? How long will I be on? I'm usually on for a couple hours on Fridays, but it depends, right? It's always, I kind of just follow what feels right. Sometimes I'm on longer. It just really depends. I'm still kind of recovering from September. September's been insane for me. So I got my butt kicked. I got like wiped out for about a month of my own healing and shadow work and processing and releasing. So I'm still integrating. So I'm not quite I've had to cancel sessions this week that I had a couple of sessions that were scheduled this week that I wasn't sure, I kind of let them be there just in case, and unfortunately I just didn't get the okay for full frequency upgrades. Pupua Shinata, drink water is be really helpful. So shish, we're going to I've got a number of things. So I put chest on here. So we've got a number of different intentions, like different areas to focus. So now that we don't have the back, I put the chest there. So I'm gonna let the pendulum pick it. Oh, I'm good now. I'm integrating, but I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm just integrating. So that's the thing, is I just have to respect my energy. Let's see. I think I can fit in migraines in here somewhere too. Let's see. I got a little space for migraines. Migraines and headaches aren't necessarily the same thing. I'm sure people that have migraines are aware of that. We will try to get ears on here. Can I squeeze that in? I can squeeze it in. I'll squeeze in the ears. Right there. Okay. And then I'm gonna let the pendulum pick here. This is the only time I ever use pendulums too. Or if I need to spell something, I'll do it too. All right, inflammation. I kind of had a feeling, because that helps with a lot of things. So this might help with a lot of these different issues that are going on. Yeah, just you say multiple psychic attacks. That's common, especially when we're going through these periods, because we often our higher selves, that the spiritual version of ourselves, uses those beings to our advantage. So we use them to make us feel powerless. They work with us, they work for us, they work for the light. I was attacked extremely bad, really bad with attacks that I almost didn't make. Like, if I didn't have help, I probably wouldn't have made it out. Because I fucked around and found out. I was on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, and I could see I couldn't see it. I could feel the energies, and they were just constantly bombarding me, and I could feel them on all the people, and they were just siphoning crap, and it was nasty. I could feel all the energies, and I was like, well, dude, they're in my energy now, so I'm going to, I'm gonna clear this place, like whatever. So I just started clearing the fuck out of the place. And of course, those are just the little foot soldiers that are down there. So it's like pulling on those strings, it's like plucking the string of the spider web, and it pissed off the big daddy entities, a lot of the voodoo, some really intense voodoo type energies that are there. And my higher self used it to kick my own ass. And so I got my butt kicked, and it was beautiful. It made me go really, really, really low. But it's always working for us, right? I knew it the whole time that it was like, because I knew there was no way that they were going to get through my shielding and my architecture. So I was just confused, like when it happened. I was like, yeah, but how did they do it? Like, there's no way for them to do that. It's just not the way that it works. And I'm like, the only way that it would work, the only way they could get through my architecture is if I allow them to. And that's exactly what happened. I allowed them to. And don't be sorry. It was meant to happen. Like, it was literally designed by me to do that, because I was able to purge so much, and I was able to go really, really low, so I can bring more of myself back up. 33% of people said they felt tingles. 28% of people said they felt pressure. And 19% said temperature change. Nobody did WTF. And then 4% said nothing. And 14.29% said other. So that's interesting. That's beautiful. So for the most part, people felt tingles, which is great. That's a great sign. How do I pick the people? I'm not picking people. I'm just picking topics. So specific topics. So right now we're going to do inflammation in just a second here. So we're going to focus on inflammation, and then we can add something else to it. I think, yeah, we'll add something else. Yeah, I healed so much. I mean, we do. Like, we heal. Like, we have to go really low sometimes so that we can integrate things, like we can pick up pieces, and it's not always about being always in the right space. For me, my higher selves use pain as power. Like that's what they do. And so to me, they're very like stoic about it. They laugh at my pain, which I feel I have pain all the time. I always have physical pain. So they're kind of dicks about it, but they're like, they laugh about it because they're like, you think that's real? Like you feel pain? Like they don't feel pain, or if they do feel pain, they know that it's power, so they take advantage of it. So they're just like, you little human, like, isn't that funny? Like, look, you think you think pain's real? Like what? Like ha ha ha. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Am I live on another platform right now? No, I'm not. Why would you say that? All right, 144 in here. I love that. Beautiful. Yeah. Yep. Pain does help us grow big time. It helps us see. It's like, it's a communication tool. It says, hey, look here, look here, look here, look here. Or, like we use it to really power through it, right? Some people say pain is weakness leaving the body, right? And my higher selves say it's not pain, it's power and potential. They say that the reason, like what we do here on Earth, why we take advantage of Earth so much is because it's meant to be a place of like, it has so much suffering and pain, and it's so backwards from spirit that we can really like grow our soul, like we can really evolve our soul and expand ourselves, expand our consciousness by going through really difficult things. And Earth is the school for hard knocks in that way. But they say like we excavate pain, and we convert it into power. We are mining pain. All right, so we're going to do inflammation here. That's funny, Heather. I said that yesterday. My higher self said, yeah, feel that. It hurts right now. Make a change. I love that. Okay. All right, we're going to do some inflammation healing here. So I'm just going to reaffirm no harm will be done, no energy will be taken that is not freely given out of love. It'll be in alignment for the highest good of all only. So I'm just going to blast love into the back of the heart real quick. Just filling the heart up with love, like a laser beam, just shooting these light codes out from my heart into the back of the heart. My trans, not yet. Not that I'm aware of, I don't think. So we're working on inflammation here. La raira che si tu shibes uresa araknanda kuja tu ishinet yesata bushia pakrai nekrai kusha yulufena matasia tasa bushia data is asarea na kara shatu kurasa no morota versa che shule dua resha na la kara kasa chichi fara sapoto posumbre pe furu parata kumba kurta kuja kakrai regere de sushueva uro motura shatura yasakrai krai morto faria pape pandi per setu tu shetu kurstu arshanante peperra che krata tata kusuta tata supu tata shuku tata shapu tata paratata ti chu mrasata ka pefe mere mero toma me uru farda takure partu kodaro mera kadra sakto kuchush tas sakatu pishkata itete seketa sakata kaikarai che shetukra sakata kuchiprasa tata ku shandira tira taku otoro partata gur tisce ta carne meserato por su farshna hira kasi pepe tu pat Rantuto parte maratati kra. Kuchutere satato pasta ite krapatu ukrai. Rasa tuere darutu farshahira darker kuchu. Fe pepena tu shire masara ya suku shepe. Pa ne tu farta. Ki ku poku rima to putu ku tishu tipo. Itu kontara kuta oh, sapeva fare che peccato. Che tu, guarda, ma tu, non mi vedo fare che perché tu hai fatto tu pepeni. Cadu veri. Shumaraya, tur shahire kala surasu fepa. Peshnini ne hakata tuire. Shiru va frare, karasha kukuru suyo shayere. Shere tesi sare, tananduratuara. Per mama numara takrutko shayi. Ishta satatiana ture shakite ishie mani matua manara me yataya sufe shavaratesu kai kara su farasa tete matua merato farta sukua yandara puku chassa tatishe yasandara sai wefa yara tu hekenamua Tava tu pure, fece a parchire, sati, nati, e catu cuccia che tatua, shakata, sepe, patina, cacula era, shakra, sita, la casia, shakra, da casuca per shayera, shakra, che ti rica da super, si può tu se hefe, mera cuscia sashi, sempre fece, puro tu fassima. E cara su has fece a passi, ma tu per fece, puro te paquete pesti. Mau, mema. Mau, beto, mara, pere, ese, yuku, kui, paz, pe, finesa, yese, ai, kule, tali, ku, pana, tueki, wea, nai, ku, shesi, wasi, masura, yasakai, kuri, mara, tatuturu, kima, natare, ti, kina, nana, Siki sasa tasina meku e ki weka e shuhar jasana tu be shasi shekna sota fochimatoma wa ma fai kuipa Good. Confirm. Move on. Okay. Cool. So let me know how you're feeling after that. Kanandurete sakraya kushutashi na urta fema. Maru memera didire sikuro saharata acharata. Kiperetu safa hakraya kusho. Yeah, let me know how you're feeling after that. So with inflammation, of course it might take a little bit. We always, what we're doing when we do this work is we're going towards the root cause. We're not trying to necessarily treat the symptom. We're trying to clear the wounds, the frequencies that are in the body that allow for these experiences to happen, for these symptoms to happen. Can I try to do the Aramaic again? I'm not sure which one was the Aramaic. they're kind of a mashup for me. So. Eyes closed, you saw the galaxies. Feel great, beautiful. Cold chills, definitely relaxing. Made you smile, beautiful. Felt like it's helping my tummy move, beautiful. Burping and faster heart rate, that's common. Burping is a form of releasing solar plexus, interesting, okay. Your right shoulder, your shoulder popped. In different areas of the body, you felt sharp pain in most troublesome areas. That's common as things shift. Thank you, Jaded. I like fancy tonight. I know. I figured, why not? It's sitting there and it's never being used. Why not put on something shiny that's fun? You know. Ears popping and yawning like crazy, tingling in the face. Beautiful, beautiful. Kept getting tingles. All good signs. All good signs. Thank you for the heart. One weird witch. Make sure you're drinking water. If you don't have water with you and you're going to hang out and get healings, make sure you just go grab some water right now. It's really important. It's really helpful because this work, it really vibrates the cells. The cells are the ones that are shifting and moving. So water is like liquid crystal. I would give some love to your water so it can hold that frequency and then drink it. Or just as you're drinking it, just say thank you or I love you, and that'll help program your water. No, thank you, Ashley. Oh, well, why I'm here? I was gonna respond to your video, and I didn't. So yeah. So September has been crazy for these type of shifts, big shifts for everybody. So I always get hit a little bit early. So I got hit like right at the end of August, and I was wiped out the entire month of September. Very similar to like where the kind of the state that you saw me when I was in Virginia. But different, of course, because I moved through that stuff. So, but it was really, really brutal. And I'm not the only one. There's astrological stuff that's connected to it, but there's also a lot of stuff that we're doing behind the scenes that are working with the templating system, the grids and stuff, both the physical, like the human grids, the bodies, because as above, so below, but also collective grids. So working with the Earth's energy centers and the grid systems. There's a whole bunch of different systems, but essentially restoring those back to the original organic templates. And doing that, we also purge those systems. So we're all going through this like deep purging period. They kept telling me it's the Great Purge. So the month of September has been like the Great Purge. And I know that pretty much everybody I talk to has had some kind of experience where it's been rough on them in one way or another. Especially those people that I'm, close with. They've gone through hell. We've been going through hell for a long time, honestly. And we're supposed to get a little break, but I don't know about that, right? When do we ever get a break? Yeah, and so yeah, what's interesting too is that my stuff gets flared up around when this stuff happens. So like my physical issues get really messed up. So I even had to go to the hospital, and that took a lot for me to do because that was also one of those belief systems and like this trauma that I still had stored in me, where there's this like resentment towards like Western medicine and doctors because of how much that they fucked me in the past. Like I definitely experienced PTSD from doctors, and like I was shaking trying to going in, and like it was brutal, but it flares me up, and I'm like, okay, well, do I need to go back into Western medicine? Like, I had to really like consider, am I going to go back into that world? Am I gonna accept the medications for whatever is going on, because it was that bad? And I had to make, I'd gone through these cycles before in the past, and it was another cycle replaying out, but this time it was different, so it's changed this time. And then I came out the other side, and now a lot of my behaviors had changed that I haven't been able to change in a long time. So I'm eating better, and I'm working on my more physicality, which is something I've always had trouble with. If that makes sense. This year is a great purge. What have you been doing with the trees, Ashley? Hi, Ben. I said I wish they start booking ahead. That's the thing. I need to find like an accurate galactic calendar. That's why I want to find like astrologers. There's different systems, like people are measuring different things, like there's different systems. The ones that I am trying to connect with are a little bit more rare. It's not like the dates are a little bit different. So like Lionsgate for most people is like 8/8. For these calendars it was like August 24th or something like that. Oh, that's beautiful, Ashley. Interesting. Yeah, the earth needs some love. The trees. Mrs. B says, I can't stop yawning since you did the inflammation thing. That's beautiful. It's releasing. It's releasing. Add light where it's dim. Yeah, that's all we got to do. That's beautiful, right? It can be that simple. That's awesome. Thank you for doing that. I'm sure the trees love it too, because they're doing heavy lifting right now. We don't realize it. We all got so much crap that we're releasing. Even the muggles, they're dealing with their stuff too. Like, except for those of us that are a little bit more aware of what's going on, are often doing the heavy lifting for the collective too. So some of us are contracted to do a lot for the collective. And yeah, like, for me, it was a big part of it was helping to lift for the masculine collective, because they haven't been doing their work and we need to meet these milestones. So it was fucking brutal. It was brutal. I swear I almost didn't make it out. Very close. That's the only reason I went to the hospital, because I was like, I gotta make sure that I live. Muggles is just a term people use. I think it's from Harry Potter. I didn't really get into Harry Potter that much, so I think it's from Harry Potter. It's just a term for, like, you know, normal people, I guess. People that aren't into woo-woo stuff and magic. All right. Okay. Let's see which one is next. We can add one in here. Somebody want to add we got inflammation off, so we can change that spot. What should we work on? I can add another intention. Who's going to be first? What intention? What area of healing? Pituitary. Okay. You were first. Pituitary. It seems mostly men muggles. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. It's like, it's based on an energy thing. So, like, feminine energies, I'm not going to say like males or females per se, but those that carry certain amounts of, you know, percentages of more masculine or feminine energy, the ones that carry more of the feminine energy are meant to be strong intuitively, strong in spirit. The ones that are masculine, that are meant to be more in the physical, they're more physically strong, so they support the feminine in their knowings and their understandings and their processing things and in their intuitiveness. Men are more about that logic, like not men, but the masculine energies are more about you know, logic and keeping things in boxes in some ways, like really trying to have structure. You're not feeling a lot today? That's okay. That can happen. Sometimes our energy fields are kind of muddied up, or we're going through stuff. Like when I was going through my processing, I couldn't code. It was like there was like molasses. Like my codes were like molasses. I couldn't even move my hands. Like, so it can happen. When there's a lot of density in your energy field, it's harder to feel those subtle energies. That's why people who like maybe new into this type of stuff and they get a healing or something, they might not feel that much or might not feel anything, and that's okay, because there's just so many layers of dense energy that are on people that sometimes it, you know, takes chopping away at those layers to feel more of these subtle frequencies. That's why we call them the subtle bodies, the subtle energies, is because they are subtle, but you start to attune to them and they become not so subtle. They're not very subtle to me. They're brutal sometimes. All right, let's see what the pendulum picks here. All right, looks like the thyroid. That seems to come up. That came up last time too, I think. So thyroid. Okay, so we're just going to reaffirm no harm will be done, no energy will be taken, that is not freely given out of love, and will be in alignment for the highest good of all only. We're working on group. Oh, that was cool. Thank you. We're working on the group, of course, group healing for thyroid, whatever needs to come through for each person that's related to the thyroid, or just healing overall, maybe even upgrades to it. I'm not really sure. I don't really know the metaphysical functionality of the thyroid. Actually, I should look into that. I usually know, so, or at least have an idea of what it's related to, but I don't for that one. What resource would you recommend to gain more knowledge on light and energy work? I mean, this first thing that just popped up into my head was Hands of Light. You might look into that. I would follow what feels right to you. Just kind of do research. Your higher selves and your guides are going to steer you in the direction that is best for you in that now moment. Okay, let's do this. Hey, Daniel, what's up? We're working on specific areas of healing. So right now we're working on the thyroid gland. So we're just going to open our hearts. All right, we're going to work on the thyroid here. Last time it actually cleared pretty fast, so we'll see what happens here. Farman patuni metako saki. Itu rudar na nabe nai ni ara tu fara ku mera tu fe. Nara naru tura. Ipatu mara sa shuka. Meto mara ta sine kini. Partura ta ta fe. Mani kari. Mani kari nanu marina kari. Warumbara. Eda suku. Pasa. Naratu kuya tem. Kiteu kurtu. Ipa. Baku papa. Pete pekia. Tipo kaku pete pesia. Shuku pipi. Puto patalita reto. Farata pacao. Kuro pishi. Ami. E cortou teu piquato. Pati pergo matato dato. Pati para um bulu. Taro. Pati chico paingai. Iridu. Arane. Urkuta fema. Dede se tu faci na ma kurepe. Kupe nana. Ta eu shaito. Faci o ku. Moana. Primeiro kashi. Kutu partafuko. Got me sweat. This, in all honesty, this outfit doesn't have any ventilation whatsoever. It's like a sauna. So that's why I didn't get to wear it this summer. How we process incoming energy. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Sammy. Okay, that makes sense. I forgot that one. I couldn't remember what that was connected to. Pararara, tui mano, kukikiri, sufashwasa. Almost there, almost there. Urdarda fish. Very good. Confirm, confirm, move on. Okay, cool. Let me know how you're feeling. Yeah, cool. We can ask that. We can do this again. Thank you for the guacamole. I was really bummed out today. I'd forgot about my, like, avocados are so expensive, and I bought like a $5 avocado, like a nice big good one. It wasn't quite ready when I got it, and I just kept overlooking it. I was going to put it in my shakes, and I overlooked it, and I thought it was still good, so I was so excited to have it earlier, like just before I came on, and I opened it up, and it was bad, and I don't know why, but it like broke my heart. I don't know why. I was like, dude, it felt like a breakup or something. Like it was like I damn near need therapy for it. Beautiful. Thank you for that feedback, Leslie. Yeah, please do share your experiences, because it can help people. When I first started to get into this stuff, it can be really helpful to hear other people, what they experience, because sometimes we're not sure. The ego structure is like, not sure. Like it's trying to protect us. The ego structure tries to keep us in a space, like in where we're safe. It's safe. It doesn't want to change. So, yeah. Beautiful. One weird witch. Kumaria, betray. Yeah, I love avocados. There's something about avocado. Now, with avocados, I can tell a massive difference between organic and non-organic. They almost don't even taste like the same food to me. But when I have an organic avocado, there's something about it energetically that is just like, it's like I can feel it, like the nutrition, it's something energetic about avocados. I don't know what it is, but whew, so good, so good. And I've been eating my kale and my spinach, Ashley. It's funny that you brought that up. Yeah, dude, the organic ones are so good. Like I get this, I didn't realize how much I was paying for this stuff. I was buying, there's this avocado ice cream that they have at the co-op, the food co-op. I wasn't looking at the price for it, of course. I'm like, oh, avocado ice cream, bomb, I'll get that. And then I finally got it with, like, I usually get a ton of stuff at once, so I don't pay attention, like I don't see the price. But I only got a few things this time, and I was like, what? It was like $15, like a little pint of avocado ice cream was like $15, but it's so good. It's so good. And I was like, I wasn't that mad. I was like, 15? Nah, I'm not mad. It was like 14, so I'm not mad about it. It's so good though. It's like a chocolate, like a cacao, like, it was so good. But I mean, I don't want to buy it again, even though it's so good, but maybe I'll just cherish it more, like slowly just suckle. I mean, it's kind of like going out to something, if you're going to go out and get stuff, it's kind of, it's expensive like that, but dang, man. Yeah, it's expensive. Good call, Ashley Summer. Unfortunately, I have the attention span of a toddler, so eating alone is too much for me. I barely remember to eat. So the smoothies have been a lifesaver for my ADHD, but I have a hard time even just eating. So trying to, like, I don't even, like, I won't eat instead of making a meal, because the meal just overwhelms me. I'm like, ingredients, or go to the store and it like overwhelms me. There's just too much stuff and I don't remember what I picked, and I'm like, so yeah, it sounds great. That's why I just need a partner that's good at that stuff. And then I'll do something for her that I can do, Did I eat today? Yeah, I've had some shakes. I've had some really, like, they're super bomb nutritional smoothies that I've been making. So eating light, but eating good, eating really good for me. So I feel great. Yeah, something changed too. This last little bit of this, like that last wave that we went through, something shifted where I can't eat crappy food anymore, and I can't do naughty things. Like, well, not that cannabis is a naughty thing, but like I can't use cannabis really the same because it affects me differently now. It's just like it's too much. Like I would use it, you know, just kind of like enjoy, because I never really get hungry, so I would use it to eat. And just rest, you know, just kind of like give up and just kind of like sleep and not be on the astral like conscious the whole time because it's exhausting. So if I smoke, then I don't, you know, it's just kind of like it shuts things off. But I can't get away with that anymore. It's time to get away from it. So, you know, it's not like I smoke every day. I would just smoke right before, you know, a couple puffs off before I would go to bed or just to chill and watch a movie. But I just can't do it anymore. And I've heard that other people are going through similar stuff as well. Just the physical body. I can't eat crap food anymore. For a while, they were encouraging me to eat crap food. They're like, you need to eat denseness. You need to eat, you know, like greasy food. Like eat these things because you need to be weighed down into the physical. Like it was like counterintuitive to what people normally say. Which I was like, okay, but I just wasn't eating. I was channeling so much, and I wasn't quite like my energy wasn't in the right space, so I needed that to bring me down. Now I'm shifted again, so now I need to eat actually light food and eat good things. So the poll comes through. 47% said 47.6% said they felt tingles. 28% said they felt pressure. 9% said temperature change. WTF said 0%, nothing was 0%, and other was 15%. Wow. So nobody said they didn't feel anything. That's incredible. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. I think my energy is cleared enough here. Just make sure. Just going to run some diamond light through my system just to be sure. Trying to be better about that as well so I don't get my butt kicked by holding on to energies that don't belong to me. Some of us just do that. Some people that are just really, like, especially clairsentient empaths, we kind of tend to absorb people and hold it. Energies. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see what's next here. Got my little pendulum for people who are just here. We've got some different healing intentions, like different topics. For example, like shoulder pain, nervous system, ascension symptoms, hips, anxiety, hands, skin, all sorts of stuff. So knees, we're gonna see what comes up. Let the pendulum pick. Looks like knees. All right, we're doing the knees. We store a lot in our knees, so this can be really helpful. You purge stuff from the knees. This is actually going to be helpful for me because my knees have been kind of flaring up lately too. And honestly, for those that are wanting to focus on a different issue, what you can do, because the way that this light works, these codes work, this information works, is it's more dynamic, it's more organic than like we are used to thinking stuff is. So it's like living. These codes are like living entities in some ways. They're like undulating, multidimensional little versions of me in some way that know where to go and stuff for certain intentions. But you can guide it somewhere else too. You can say, well, okay, I would like all these energies, even just the energetic spillover to go towards whatever other thing. And then place your awareness in that area and see yourself already healed and whole. And the codes can assist you with that too. So we are going to focus on the knees. Mrs. B, I go live. I go live pretty often. Every morning I've been going live just to do like a little energetic hygiene as we're going through this period, just to kind of help with a little boost and cleansing. But I try to go live on Fridays at 7:30. Again, I've had a break because I'm focusing on my own healing. So, all right, let's do this. Let's get into these knees because sometimes it can take a second because we do carry a lot in our knees. Yeah, I tore my meniscus as well, Ivy. Or I've torn it, and it like so when I walk, it pops. It like walk around, snap, 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 and I can heal it, but it just comes like right back. Like I can heal the pain and the snapping, but it just comes back. So let's see what happens. So first, again, like always, we're just going to reaffirm no harm will be done, no energy will be taken that is not freely given out of love, and it'll be in alignment for the highest good of all only. We're going to open our hearts and connect to our hearts. You can imagine a light just building up in your heart space. You can just feel your heartbeat. You can just ask your heart to open, maybe see it gushing like a geyser. Be creative, use your imagination. Like I've been trying to use a fidget spinner, put it on my heart chakra and spinning it clockwise. Just be creative. But the idea is to open our hearts, because healing truly comes from the heart. And then we're going to eject this frequency into the back of all that are receiving, into the back of the heart. And we're just going to ask this to continue to flow. I'm going to call in the constellation of Capricorn. Capricorn is the constellation you want to call in for the knees. It will bring in healing into the knees. So we're going to see this light go into the knees. And we're just going to ask Capricorn to heal whatever is needed, help release any stagnant energy, just any emotions that might be stuck in these areas. And then I'll just start to code here. Koka nia katata supite sepra rasia 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 tukhe siera sakraruma bepetura sakala giri kesha tatatushi naya watao be shainara duara kasia. So we're focusing on the right knee currently. Kurutu chanera kata satati she tatatu shuko meta limita patatuti atadia karaskuta takun serkate maraka maraka baya kuta skoro kuta perkata tata sheke maraka putua praska tu shata petvata be shata isakata ki perata tutto pati ara kataria kuturu sata tashete sa rasa kutu pe perkuta punta pirata tu sojo prska tumbera pe prska tumbera pe prska tumbera pe tu kumra kutu pe ke se kutu te ko sata karbonata pata is fish na suhra sapa tu bere fesi turta sakara me kara yese kara suchu arto fafa ma pepe tu kutia kemo super seta tu shagara kusea. So we're doing a little bit of work on below too, like in the ankle area and then the hip area, just because sometimes these when we have stuff going on in these areas, it can our knees can overcompensate, or it can affect our knees. Maybe they're just a slightly wrong angle, which puts pressure on the knees. So just to assist this, I'm going to call Pisces into the feet and ankles. I'm going to call Aquarius into the shins and calves. So these are the constellations that, if you want to say, they rule these different areas of the body, these different archetypes. And then we're going to get some releasing. And we're going to call Sagittarius into the thighs and hamstrings. And Libra into the hips and buttocks. Roto papandube fera sachukufa kata pepranta sati te dese makusha taweste repe suhrata kina na duro shakata shukata rasu yati mahatanesa festa sarata so tarhamira sha pera shuhata same hekrasi kedese seti sal me shuhara kara hera seti. Ovaries connection to the legs too. Okay, well might as well just pull in Scorpio then into the reproductive organs. Can't hurt. Just again asking these constellations to help bring whatever healing, whatever light, whatever information is going to be assisting these different areas, because we get information, we get data, we get light from the stars, and we get energy and power and grounds from the earth and the planets. I actually looked at my astrology chart today. I'm like all like Pisces, Sagittarius, and Taurus. Like I've got one Taurus, I think, and then I'm like Pisces and Sagittarius the whole way. and I read a the little summaries. I'm like, damn, that stuff's like way too accurate for me, especially these days. Like, koranzu baraki shetishta samba hufe kipu shana suhati sara karakusiti peshta fufata pashi akufa ramuro ura hata kaname ara takisi atese jete se tapu farasi aria. Yeah, my main sign, my sun is Pisces, my moon is Sag, rising is Sag. I mean, like, there's all sorts of them. I think they're all either Pisces or Sag, except for one. I can't remember what Taurus was. So we're on the left side now, just so you're aware, if you're feeling it shift. You're an Aquarius, beautiful, very similar. Is it normal to get tears? Absolutely. So tears are a form of releasing. It helps purge emotions that are stored chemically. So the chemicals can be, we can store emotions through chemicals as well. So crying helps to purge those out. When I'm crying and I'm like really like purging deep stuff, my tears are so full of emotions and like these chemicals that it literally burns my eyes. It's a trip to have my tears, like it's like somebody took hot sauce. So when my tears are coming out, it's like literally burning my eyes, which is kind of a trip. But yeah, it's normal. And sometimes even yawning is meant to do that too, to assist with releasing some of those tears. Because when I yawn a bunch, I tear up too. Kimasu marasiya si sara pushbata banabatu kubaraso to kuta parashata to marakata to the yashaka prakana to the pagara to the cigarette to the pagara to saka to the makata to the second to mata to prakata karashaka to the pagara to the kata yote. She sent up to put the parapsera to barat. I miss you too, Vanessa. Thank you. Karanja zakoti pashanda pata pata shoot that is shiratosa. Porta papayasa tushe. Luna Tuna, what if you don't mind asking, what were you focusing on for healing or for the surgery? Thanks, Beach Lover. I definitely am. L'oprostatisce de tesura, ma ieri suparota pandere ieri pirstuhafa. Maratope crai. Ieri pistura farta tatuira. Ma catime, tutti mancateme, tu bepa, tu mancateme, pe aro. Rasu che festo, farate. Icono marope scufa. Chasto hafa shatu fashu asamatufa. I'm so sorry to hear that, Ivy. Things are tough, man. My condolences. I hope she finds healing. It's tough right now, you know, and without having a lot of awareness about what's going on behind the scenes, it can be very overwhelming. Or not knowing that you're not alone in what you're going through. I know that it's helped me tremendously over the years, because I was going through hell, like in cyclical patterns. I would just messed up every, certain periods, and I was losing my stuff. But once I actually realized, I would just get smashed out of nowhere. I didn't know what was going on, so I was able to look stuff up, and I started to recognize that, okay, well, I get smashed during certain things, like certain moon cycles, when there's solar flares and there's coronal mass ejections, or high solar winds or geomagnetic storms. These things, I can feel them very tangibly. And it is proven by science that it affects us. I have papers that are in the link in my bio that show these effects of the space weather on our bodies and our nervous system, our hearts. But knowing that, it's not just you, because we get so hard on ourselves. We beat ourselves up over the way that we feel. If we don't feel great, we feel like there's something wrong with us, and that that just everybody else is okay because nobody else is talking about how brutal it is, right? We keep it in, and we just kind of suffer in silence, and that can take a toll on us. I mean, it happened with me. So I'm just sending lots of love and healing to you and everybody connected. Been bleeding for 14 days straight because of bladder cancer. Oh no. What I would recommend that you do as we're working on these things is just place your awareness in your bladder and ask that all the codes and the healing work on that issue, and then just see yourself healed and whole. I'm going to put you in a bubble. If you're open to this idea, I'm just going to put you in a bubble of love, your own love frequency from your heart. I'm going to put a soccer ball shape around that. I'm going to put silver mirrors on the inside of the faces, and then I'm going to put platinum mirrors on the outside, and then expand that to go all the way around you, so it's just holding space of your own love frequency. Thank you, Daniel. I think I'm good though tonight. I'm just going to continue to work on these things, but definitely next time, or later in this week or weekend or something, I'm totally down. Absolutely, I'll put kidneys on there if I don't have them already. Yeah, I'll put kidneys on there. Ma warra yere sakusha nasu kesha nasu haswa tapesheti sa paru masa tu feka nekare paru mandia tata tu suwa kasha. So the left knee's got a bit more going on. Kumato mena pesuta sieta sa maku hafeta su asha yesirede. Tada sukuro to porto barata to soto to tata sata to peko doctor ko para to pescara do ko da pa ko te pesuti para saka to shokada ko da piata. A hasen na ko ti rasura pa ko no pa palpia. Kita ka suri pa ko tam ko ko terra ko terra shokada ko to shokada ko da mo terra to mo to shokada na tata shatara sata kasu marsh to tarti mari. Katu man to robesh osya tas. Okay, so I'm going to take some thumb drives that are entangled with healing frequencies. I'm going to take one, plug that in, take another one, plug that in. That's for an hour. I'm going to put a little soccer ball shape full of love, a truncated icosahedron, or a fullerene shape, a buckyball shape, C60 shape, called all sorts of stuff. They're really powerful geometries, powerful structures, and you can look into why. You can Google it. But we're going to put one of those around each of the knees and just fill it with that, just have that love in there, and it's just going to hold those frequencies in there so it can continue to heal. These codes work kind of like a computer system, so sometimes it takes time to uninstall the old frequencies, essentially the old programs that created the issues in those areas, and then it's installing new ones of unconditional love, or just adjusting your physicality to catch up, because in this physical reality, things unfortunately time and space are a factor. So yeah, so let me know how you're feeling for that. Yeah, we did both knees. Yeah, we just spent a little bit more time on the left knee. I can still feel it draining, so it's going to continue to be releasing and moving. The energies are going to continue to move, so just give it some time. Let the codes do their thing. Everybody, make sure you're drinking water. It's really helpful. It's going to help your cells. And sometimes you can get kind of like sick if you get too much energy work and you're not hydrating enough. So just make sure that you are. All right, I'm just gonna go on the line to help clean my aura here. I'm gonna put kidneys on here. I have one more slot for an intention. Does somebody want to throw out one more intention? Let's do that. Let's see if we can get for the bladder for that person. If there's immune system, I'm not sure if that person's there. It's okay. Let's do immune system. It'll help. Okay. Yeah, bladder cancer. That's right. So let's just do. I think I can sneak that in. We'll see if the pendulum picks it. Bladder. Okay. Let's see where it picks. You're most welcome. It looks like we're going towards the nervous system, so we're going to bring healing into the nervous system. So we can cross that off. Okay, then we'll add something else to it once we're done. We already got neck on the list, but those are all good options that people mentioned too. We're good to go. Okay, so we're already good to go. I'm just going to reaffirm my grounding a bit. I'm just going to place a code in everybody's heart that's open to receive it. That's going to bring all of the energy back to here and now. But I'm just going to assist also in opening our hearts some more. So I'm going to connect to the constellation of Sagittarius and pull down a white stream from Sagittarius. It's going to flow through our crown and into our heart. Through this, a green cylinder is going to flow down with this code on it. Flow down through the crown and down and into the heart space and spin in a clockwise direction, and spit out frequencies that help open the physical parts of the body, the endocrine system that facilitates helping to feel that love frequency opening the heart, and also the energetics too. Which one did we pick? Oh, nervous system, that's right. Everybody can benefit from nervous system healing, especially right now. Just reaffirming no harm will be done, no energy will be taken that is not freely given out of love, and it will be in alignment for the highest good of all only. I'm just going to make sure we got love flowing into the back of the heart of everybody that's receiving. Yeah, if you want to be involved, use your imagination and see it already perfect and healed. Like if you can visualize your nervous system, like the brain and all the little strings and tentacles of the nervous system to go down, and just see it like perfect, just full of light and just glowing, and that can be really helpful. So I'm going to pull in, just to start with this, I'm going to pull in a frequency from Ophiuchus, or however you'd like to pronounce that constellation, the snake bear, the one that's been taken out of our zodiac. So we're going to bring down this stream of white diamond light from Ophiuchus, and it's going to flow down into the nervous system, so into the scalp, around the eyes and the brain, the teeth and the tongue, down through the brains to the jaw, all through the nervous system. So all the streams and rivers of the nervous system, bringing healing, bringing calmness, helping to open up the nervous system so it's flowing properly. It's going to flow down through the neck and throat, moving down through all the little tentacles out from the nervous system, throughout the spinal cord, down through the shoulders, moving through the biceps and triceps, bringing healing, bringing light into the nervous system through the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, and the hands, fingers, and thumbs. So we're bringing all this light into the nervous system, down through the arms, into the hands. It's going to continue to move down through the upper back. This light's going to move into the chest, through the middle back, through all the vital organs, the heart, the lungs, down through the lower back, through the hips and the buttocks, the reproductive organs, the thighs, hamstrings. Feel it, feel it. Feeling is key. Through the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, feet, and the toes. Oh, hi Stacy, I love you. I love you, babe. Goodbye. I hope you have a good day at work. Good night. Pari, I grassi tu shenana sepe a valo cora iri shasu, mani kurue fekre sepe, pini nubara na vetu, karierini kashu, shushu, ifata mamutu mia, lele ala la wiwa, la luele mania wala. Hi Amber, hi Quantum Download, hi from Australia, la lumbere desi alo kwa lema, le ya wanya. Lea lale nani, lea lale muku, lea lale muluya la, lelu mana, lelu ku lale ma, lele kutu la no tu para la kutu para la ekro pela la kupa kana kiti, tasarato tuturato kuni makurta, pipi pupu paru tapi panu par pup tipipi paturra pup tibero no pipi taruga. Inania, cara, stafia, nania, kepefe, asute, fanata site, pe wakuri shita se mau, manu maya kere sha, la yari, ufe manto karuku, yitaya hanya, de sha suesha si, peglia sanana, radura. Arrado, radiarato, chi braccio, Nimoto pamanamato ki peshaye, kiko, kale, Makangike kue, kuru kue na, peri ke seko foma, pero tura jishia sufana, kuli pirato titora, pico manana tieri, shiko to shiko to kote to paco kote. Ritupa, nai cry, crocu, kitty. Chega do cudo vai, cudo pecu, curto cutuva, tipe to sacra, que curucu, to, scata, tinka, curucu, ta, tu scata, perché tu ripa, te qua, basca, tu cuda, tu ti parte, tu pa. Ora tu scuola te pa, ti che. Cudo, na cudo cudo cudo, tu qua check la scata, tu scata, scata, marco di rasca, marco scata, 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 Satia sarta, tamo nani, kai kotao, kai karanano, pia tawe eso, kufasi, shena sa, tawisia sa, utamana, wa, kuya. Now we're going to ask to increase the bandwidth of light that the nervous system can hold to whatever level is safe and appropriate for each person in this now moment. Good. Confirm. Move on. Okay. Booyah. Okay, let me know how you're feeling. Lady Moss, this is free, by the way. So, getting guru to vasa. I would stick around, you can receive some healing. And maybe you'll believe more in yourself, because you can do this stuff too. It's my pleasure. Yeah, let me know how you're feeling after that. Let's see. Should be feeling a little lighter. I feel a lot more calm. My nervous system's definitely calmed down quite a bit. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Stephanie. I would stick around. There's always lots of good energetic spillover, even if we're not focusing on something specific. But if you would like, you can propose what to work on specifically if you got something going on. I mean, a lot of us are going through stuff, so you're not alone. Electricity in your feet, beautiful. Nerves are firing in your thighs. You couldn't move your hands, and now you can. That's beautiful. You thought you were calm, now you're more calm. The amount of light that came pouring in brought me to tears. Beautiful. Yeah, we store a lot in our nervous system too. How have I been? I've been okay. I've been going through my own healing and integration and all sorts of stuff. So it's been a bit hellish in September, but coming out the other side. This is random, but is the world flat or round? Thoughts? It's a perspective thing. So those that are tuning into the idea of the earth being flat are just tuning into a different frequency range, a different experience. In truth, it's all a projection. So, but in our 3D reality, the part of the projection, the parameters that we've set in this physical reality are things that do create spheres. That's just part of the functionality of this universal structure, is that things are going to naturally go into spheres. So the planets are spheres, yeah, from a 3D perspective. But it's a perspective thing. The individual can perceive it in different ways. I don't blame the people that think that it's flat. You know, I understand some of them I understand why they perceive in that way. But yeah, from my perspective, it's even from my 4D perspective on the astral, it's still a sphere. Oh, thank you, kindness glitter. Thank you for the strong, or the kind words. I was reading a comment at the same time. What dialects was that one different voice? I'm not sure which one. There's quite a few in there. They're kind of a mashup. So it's not, they don't like to have me split up the dialects as things that are different. They don't like to be perceived as different. They're like, you're just the same. It's the same. You're the same person. It's just you're wearing a different costume. You're wearing a different hat. It's just a different expression of energy, right? It's like having a different specialist pop in just for a second. That's not a different version. It's not a different person. They're all just different expressions of me in some way. Sometimes it can be that experience can be very not like me. It can seem like it's something outside of me, but they're all just different versions of me. Is there anything we can do for sleep? I have sleep on here, so that can assist. Sleep is tough right now for a lot of people. I know that. There can be a lot of causes. I would make sure that you are grounding if you can. You're eating right. Not staying on your device too long. These are just simple. It doesn't mean that those are what's causing it at all. It's just those are just like basic things to pay attention to. Like blue light will reduce melatonin levels. Hi, buddy. Hi. But yeah, there's some transmissions. I think Kua Healing, Sophia, she does light language transmissions on here. She has one for sleep. I haven't tried it, but she says like you'll fall asleep in like 8, whatever. I don't remember what the name of it is, but you might try that one. I haven't made one for sleep. Hi, buddy. Malik's giving me love. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the hearts. And let's see if I have an open slot for another. Okay, I have a slot open for another issue. So if somebody is quick on the trigger, we'll add it in there. Eyes, got it. Boom. You were quick, Aaron. You were the first one. All right, let's see what gets picked here. And just for those that are just coming in or haven't been around, what we're doing is group healings for specific issues. So I asked for suggestions and wrote down what popped up. And then I've got them written out on like in a little circle here, and I used the pendulum to choose which one we're going to focus on. Yeah, I know this is tough, but I would recommend honestly for sleep 2 things: working out, making sure you're physical in some way as much as you can, making sure that you're physical in some way, because that's going to help push out stagnant energy, and it's going to help move energy through you, and you're going to go through the cycles like you're more meant to. And then also breath work. If you can do like the Wim Hof breathing, you can shift out a lot of stuck energies and dense energies. If you know where it's coming from, like if you know the metaphysical source for your insomnia, you can email me actually, and I'll take a picture out of my book that I've got, Metaphysical Anatomy, which shows like the psychosomatic sources for physical issues. So the metaphysical sources for a lot of the physical issues that we have. Insomnia is probably in there. So just shoot me an email, tylheals@gmail.com, and just mention that, and I will take pictures of that and send that to you. Code your pillow. That's a great idea. So let's see what pops up here. We're gonna pick one again. I'll let the pendulum pick one. Okay, that looks like migraines and headaches. So, the name of the book is Metaphysical Anatomy. I'll show you a picture of it. Or show you a picture. I will show it to you, not a picture of it. So obviously this is going to be in reverse, but it's Yvette Rose is the author. This is volume 1, I believe. Yeah, volume 1. You don't want volume 2 because I can't remember what it focuses on. You want volume 1. Yeah, it's in the book section on Discord, but yeah, I'll mention it again. Greetings, Missa. What did we just pick again? Let me just double check, make sure I'm good to go. Are we good? Okay. Oh, headaches, migraines. Okay. They're a little bit different, but I put them on there anyway. So if you have migraine issues, it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to receive a little bit differently then it's just like a headache issue, because it can be a lot of different things, right? But migraines are usually like a misfiring of energy. Too much, the energies just aren't right. The wiring's a little off for whatever reason. There can be a lot of reasons. And then headaches, we can get headaches from all sorts of different reasons, right? It just we can have issues in our neck that causes it, or all sorts of stuff. So we're just reaffirming. Always have a sore neck, base of skull. Do I? Yes, I always do. Personally, yes. It's for about 11 years. I've had a headache since 2010. And it used to be so bad I would vomit every day from it, the pain. It was severe pain. But I got used to it. So I still have the headache, but now I've gotten used to it. So no harm will be done, no energy will be taken that's not freely given out of love. It'll be in alignment for the highest good of all only. We're focusing on headaches and headaches and migraines. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of stagnation. If you can feel in my energy feel this, I'm not hiding it. I'm not healed by any means. I'm healing. So that's been an issue. I've worked on it literally thousands of hours myself, and had dozens of other healers work on it as well. So, all right, here we go. So headaches, migraines, headaches. We're just going to call Aries in to see if Aries can assist. So Aries rules the head. So we're going to ask Aries to assist with this and just flow into the head and bring healing codes into wherever is needed most for each individual. We're going to be a little gentle with this. I would recommend instead of placing your awareness in your head, I recommend placing your awareness in your chest, in your heart, or in your feet. So, either way. Heart's a great place to place your awareness if you don't know where else to place it. What I'm being inspired to do right now is to use a code. And it's going to be, I'm going to ask that it's unique for each person, for whatever symptoms they're experiencing. So if it's migraine or headache, or a certain type of migraine, a certain type of headache, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out a chrome cube. I'm going to place a code in it that does this stuff automatically, but I'm just going to also command it to. So I'm going to place it in the belly of those that are receiving, and it's going to rotate in a clockwise direction, and it's going to draw in frequency from anywhere in the body that is related to this issue that is creating these symptoms. It's going to draw all that in from the body, any toxicity, any pain, any trauma, any stuck emotions, anything that's related to this, the frequency. And then it's going to go to the deepest point in space-time that contains the original trigger that's creating this issue, and it's going to collapse that timeline, which usually creates a domino effect throughout other quantum realities, and then that can make a big dent in whatever is going on, and sometimes can heal it. So I'm going to take out that chrome cube. I'm going to place this code in it. I'm going to place this in the belly. I'm going to ask everybody's guides to take it and put it in the belly of the person that's receiving, and just observe that happening and guide through that process. So once it's full, the cube is full of that energy, it's going to do that. It's going to go back and collapse it. We're working on headaches right now, using a tool called light linguistics, where people refer to as light languages. So kind of playing my energy field like an instrument in some ways, creating subtle shifts in the frequencies, which we are music, we're just frequency and vibration. So we make shifts in the vibrations, the sound of our body, the music that we are, and that results in healing. It's interesting. So I've been working mostly lower in the body for headaches. So headaches and migraines. Interesting. Smacked it. September has been definitely rough. It's been rough for a lot of us. Holy smokes. And I think this next week, after this week, it should let up. I mean, there's some coronal holes that are Earth facing right now. So some coronal holes make it so we get a lot more activity usually from the sun, higher solar winds, and more likely to have solar flares that are facing us, and coronal mass ejections that are facing us. And those eject information, light, data, plasma, X-rays that just push through stagnant information that's not in alignment. And so it vibrates that out, whatever those issues are that are stuck in our nervous system and in our body. But everybody processes differently. I process very physically, so I can feel all of it. It's brutal. It's really brutal. But some people I also process emotionally, but some people just need to talk things through. Some people process through physicality, so they'll have experiences that are reflective of like a hologram. So like a duplicate situation, like the same energy is wearing a different costume, and then in their physical reality, and then they reconcile that issue by making different decisions in their physical reality, and then that can heal it as well, help release and process. Night Kitty, thanks for hanging out. I'm very much okay, Ruby. Thank you for asking. Yeah, we're moving into an active solar cycle too. So it's just a natural. That's normal for these things to happen, for it to get more active. But we're kind of in a season where it may get really intense at some point. So hopefully we get a break though, so we can integrate all that came through in September, because we went through a lot in September, even like at an individual level and a collective level. So the collective is gonna have to process a bunch as well. So. And of course, that's just my perspective. That doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen per se. That's just the way that I feel about it. Of course, that's a disclaimer for everything I do and say. It's just my perspective through my own experiences and my own inner gnosis. And what downloads I get, everything can change on like that. So. Now we're getting to the head. Seeming like some people have stuff going on with their third eye that makes these headaches, having these migraines. done? We're done? For real? Because I feel like I have a worse headache. You sure we're done? There's nothing else we can do? Can you do something else? Can I do one more layer? What the F? Okay, they're saying I'm done. So you may be feeling a flare up in the headache because that's what I'm experiencing. So it may get a little more intense as things are trying to shift and move. So just give it some time and allow it to make shifts and move around. So yeah, so sorry about that. I mean, I wish it was, sometimes it can be. Yeah, so is mine. They're saying to stop though. I don't know why. Maybe because we try to do it. Yeah, okay. So I'll just trust it. Give yourself some breathing room on that. And also I trust the guidance of the Aura lady, she's kind of like a mentor. She's been kind of like a mentor for me. She's the local, she is the Aura lady. So she knows how to work with frequencies in the auric field and what we might refer to as colors and how powerful those can be because there's frequencies, right? So Samantha says, for migraines and headaches, color breathing, inhale cobalt blue, exhale translucent orange. I love that. I'll have to remember that. Maybe I'm going to screenshot that. So I feel like you've said that before, and I think I did the same thing, or I'm just getting deja vu. I feel like that's happened before, and I was like, oh, I need to save that, and I didn't. Yeah, the headaches, it's kind of shifting and moving around, so just be patient with it. Oh, there's kids that want, no. Sorry. Beachy Butterfly asked, how come I heard high-pitched noises during that? I even scrolled out to make sure it wasn't the background, I'm guessing. Yeah, so with me, it depends. Everybody's a little different. The way that I perceive those frequencies is like, especially when we get energy work, that ringing in our ears, those high pitches are often indicators of, it can be different things. So they can be either, your guidance teams, it can be spirit, or you can just be an increase of information that's going through downloads and processing. Like when there's a lot of incoming data and I'm getting a lot of downloads, my ears ring really loud. I hear really high-pitched noises in my ears. And it's really what I've found is I'm tuning into different parts of the energy field. So if I really pay attention to those high-pitched sounds, I can start to like feel them out in 3D space where they're at. Kind of like, like a stereo. Like you start to kind of know where it's at. And when I do that, I can kind of feel into the body. I can feel it in the body and I can shift that energy faster. I just got a really loud ping in my left ear. But yeah. The Van Shaman. Hey, yeah, we're doing energy work, brother. So we're doing focusing on specific areas of healing. People are proposing different focuses. So like, for example, anxiety, healing the hands, skin, hips, neck, pituitary, eyes, and we're letting the pendulum pick, and then we focus on that for the group. I'm just going to call in Ryan just to help cleanse my aura. Just make sure I'm nice and grounded before the next topic, the next area. Which one did we just do? Migraines. That was interesting. I thought that was going to be different. It turned out way different than I thought it was. Like my headache is definitely like inflamed right now. But I trust it. Like I can feel it moving around. It wasn't my forehead, now it's like moving around my head. It's kind of moving around. Heart. Okay, let's put heart in there. I think I got space for now for heart. Okay, we'll see what the pendulum picks. It's actually a video. So I have a license for media. So everything that I have, I make everything legit. So I bought a license for. But yeah, it's a video. What is blocking you from connecting with Source? I honestly don't believe that's the case. I feel that you may, I'm not sure why you believe you're blocked from Source. I might need more information to tune into. Do we have shoulders, upper back? Yeah. Yep, we do. We did back already, but yeah, we'll do, shoulders, upper back probably will go together. So let's see what the pendulum picks here. So which one is that, guys? Is that ears? Okay, ears. Speaking of ringing, of course they pick ears. All right, so we're gonna work on the ears here, and it's interesting. My right ear has been clogged too. We're just reaffirming no harm will be done, no energy will be taken that's not freely given out of love, and it'll be in alignment for the highest good of all only. Yeah, we do have TMJ on the list. That's Judy G. So we're just going to make sure our hearts are connected, and then we're going to work on the ears here. So I'm just going to ask Aries also just to assist with the ears. So I'm not sure what's going on with people's ears, or maybe it's going to just help clear out any stagnant energy that might be, because I'm sure we can all use healing in all areas, so we can always be more clear. So even if you don't have any ear issues going on, maybe you receive a little bit of an upgrade or something. I bet it's connected to the headaches and migraines is what I'm feeling. So they want to kind of like cover all bases here. I bet the eyes will be next. Yeah. I could feel when certain people, you ever get somebody that just pops into your mind all of a sudden out of nowhere? That's because they're definitely like projecting at you at some certain point. There's somebody that should not be popping up in my mind, and they just popped in there pretty hard. So I don't know if you're watching, Missy, that you know who you are. If you are, whatever. Oh no, it's not. Don't worry, it's not you. It's somebody that I know. It's not you. No, it's not you. There's nobody in here, don't worry. She wouldn't jump in the room anyway. She's somebody that I love very much. Yeah, maybe this is like connected to the sinuses too. Yeah. I can't even keep my left eye open. I can't open my left eye. Oh, gosh. Gosh. Я красу пеш. Айко. Асе. Ай, когда. Я кома. All right, that was just one side. Now we're going to the right side. I hope this unplugs my ear. That'd be cool. We just did thyroid, Ruby. I will try to post this after. It takes us some time before it's available for me to download, but I will download it after this, and I'll probably post it tomorrow morning on my YouTube, so you can watch back the replay. And we did focus on the thyroid, so it might be worth going back and checking out. I like to always do things. I mean, the angel, we do have a lot of guides and angels and, other beings that assist us, which is great. But really what they're trying to do is teach us how to be sovereign and empower ourselves. So the more that we can take control of our own energy, we can manage our own energy by doing our own type of, if you want to call it protection. I call it just like gridding or shielding, just adding extra, just holding, just containers, just structures, containers that hold in things that are right for you and keep things that aren't right for you out. Just like the earth has her shields, we each have our work field, and it's really helpful to keep what's right for us in and what's not right for us out until we get to the point where we are so in our own power and we've done enough work that we don't have to worry about it. Just our presence alone is enough. That's the goal, is just to get to that space where we don't have to even consider those things, just because our energy and our intentions are enough to keep us protected, just because we know that we manifest our reality. And if we don't have the wounds that allow those things to attack us, because they're just working for us to help us show us our wounds and assist us in evolving. I forgot what I was saying, but whatever. I think you get the point. Hi, Shamanic Panda. Hi, I love that name. Good. That's beautiful. Yeah, so I want to do it again. I want to start doing that every day, like for a little bit, at least until like these retrogrades lit up. So I'm going to try to do it every morning, because that's fun and it helps me too. I do it twice. So I go through my own energy protocol, and then after that, then I do it with everybody else, which is awesome. So it's like a double whammy. We're neighbors? What? Shamanic Panda, we're neighbors? Like, how close of neighbors? Like, do you live next to me? Like, that would be a trip. Not super close. Oh, you're in Oregon. Oh, right on. Well, I'm from Oregon. I was born in Oregon. I was born in La Grande, or La Grande. I don't know why they call it La Grande. I guess that's like such a not right way to pronounce that, but that's how everybody there pronounces it. But yeah, family throughout Northeast Oregon. But Oregon's a hot spot for energy and healing stuff. It's going to just get more and more. I don't know why. I mean, I know some reasons why, but I'm not, like, people are really being magnetized to Oregon, the healers and other energy workers. Do I ever do in-person sessions? Absolutely, yeah. I do 95% remote, but I do in-person sessions, yeah. Not quite, like, I don't do enough. Like, I'm kind of, I'm in a kind of sort of rural area, so sometimes it doesn't make sense per se to get an office yet, just because everything I can do, it's just not quite there where it's worth the investment, the overhead at this time. I could, and I'm considering it, but yeah, what I can do remotely, I can, like what I can do in person, I can mostly do remotely too. There's different tools that I can use in person that make it, powerful. You can use your own electromagnetic field and different things like that. But yeah, I do those. So I want it. My goal is to. My goal is to travel, to do like Heels on Wheels. So I want to get like a big, either like a converted bus or like an RV or something like that, where I can travel and have a healing bed in it and go and do healings for people. And I can, I will go around and do free healings at different places, like go to different cities and offer free healings. But also at the same time, I can travel around the country and offer people that have wanted in-person sessions. I can do in-person sessions for them if I'm passing through their area, Yeah, not too far off. Yeah. I mean, yeah. If you're interested, I can always book a room. I can always rent there's a room, a practitioner room that I can get. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, just let me know, and let me know when, so I make sure that I'm available. Now they have the hiccups. Oh, interesting. I forgot the energetics of hiccups. Is Sammy still in here? Because that would be interesting to know. I think I remember hearing about it, but I don't remember anymore. Yeah, I want to have the Heal-mobile, Heels on Wheels, Reiki on the Run. Oh, that's beautiful at festivals. Yeah, I love doing stuff. Like I want next summer, like festival season, I want to that's what I want to do. I want to be able to have enough resources and enough free time just to go around to festivals and offer healings. I think it'd be like I was just doing it, like I went to festivals this year and just slang magic the whole time, like just cleared and just gave everybody upgrades and codes. It was so much fun. We did so much stuff. Like, oh, it was so awesome. So awesome. We did so much work, and there were so many like star beings. Like the skies were full of ships and beings. It was so cool. They were just watching like the fireworks, because everybody was already just, there's so much energy and as it was. But then we were going hard in the paint. It was so cool. Thank you, Ruby. Yeah, I know it's gonna happen. I just not sure how to make it happen logistically yet, because that's not my forte anymore. Like my 3D side, I know my strengths and weaknesses at this point, and 3D stuff I have a hard time. I forget everything, or my brain just crushes itself, and so I need help. I think that's the point, is to help, to get help. Hiccups are when the thymus is accepting new frequencies. And interesting. Okay, so yeah, I'm feeling stuff in the throat as well right now, getting some releases. We spent a lot of time on it, years, aren't we? Yeah, I was almost considering doing I honestly, I don't want to do like sourcing or whatever, crowdfunding. I was thinking about doing something like that, but I'm like, dude, I feel like I can get like a sponsorship. Like I want some like companies to pay for it, like I don't want people to spend their resources on it, like that's not the point. The point is to like be in service and stuff, So I feel like I could get some sponsorships. Yeah, he wants to be on the live. He likes attention. So when you are doing your signs on you, it also helps to do on the collective. Not always. Sometimes. But when I was doing stuff at festivals, it was collective work, and I got permission, so I was only working with people that I had permission with, and then whatever came through, or they would come. It was interesting because I was in setting the intentions that anybody that comes through into my field would be able to receive, and there were certain people that definitely needed healing and or had like entities on them. They would like wander like zombies, and they kept coming back. They would walk past me, and then they would come back around and walk past me, and they were just like, we were just helping them remove it. So I was like setting that intention for anybody that wanted to get cleared to come by where I'm at, and I'll help that. So I was telling everybody's higher selves and their guides and stuff to just bring them by me, and we were doing it. We were working a lot with the feet. We can do it. They were teaching me that you can heal a lot, like you can release a lot of the body just by working on the feet. You know, of course we know that with reflexology, but I hadn't really considered it for energy healing. You can work on the whole body just by working on the feet, so it doesn't look so like, you know, like I'm doing stuff on people. I can just go on the feet and release a bunch of stuff. But he owns a healing company up here in Alberta, Canada. Beautiful. We need more healing companies. Come on up, buddy. Man, you want to say hi? You want to say hi to everybody? Yeah, good boy. Yeah, you want to be seen? I know you want to be seen. Like, you want to be seen, buddy. Let me see. There you go. Am I able to clear lymphedema? I'm not sure. I've never actually worked on that, but I wouldn't see any reason not to. Why I wouldn't? I'm not getting any no's, so I mean, just like anything, you know, it depends. It's up to the person, the individual. Sometimes people aren't, you know, are not meant to be healed in certain ways at certain times. Sometimes it's relevant, and sometimes, you know, there's a lot of factors. But yeah, absolutely, it can definitely do an effect. So, see for the energy, somebody. He's got his ground papa. I love you. Yeah. Almost there. And then I'm probably gonna have to go potty before the next one. Refill my water. Hey, no claws, homie. We get it? Confirm. Move on. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know how you're feeling after that. I love you, buddy. I love you. Yeah, if you don't follow the Aura Lady, you guys should give her a follow. Samantha's amazing. She sees auras, like she sees everything. She can see through all the different layers, and more. You know, she's got all sorts of clairs on, all sorts of ones that we don't usually talk about too. But she's got a ton of practical information, so lots of exercises and practical information that's really helpful. Because it's frequency, right? Colors and frequency. She's the Aura Lady. Hey, Love Joy Paradise. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go potty real quick, so I will be right back. Maybe Malik can entertain you. The Aura Lady is her name on here. She's in the chat. Happy boy. All right, I'm gonna go potty real quick. I think I'm gonna pause it just in case. I don't know why, but I could leave it on, but there you go. I'll be right back. Came back with 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the timer. Go figure. Hi, buddy. So you're on there now? Now I decided to jump in the freezer. I opened it. I wanted to be in the freezer. Let's see. Somebody. How do I get a private consultation, please? How much will it cost? For consultation, just shoot me a message. Go email me at tileheals@gmail.com. Let me know what's going on, and then we'll talk about it. Sometimes it's not necessary for a one-on-one, but maybe it is, and I can let you know what kind of session. If I feel that it's not, I might not be the best fit for you, for whatever reason at all, I can recommend some other people that may be better for you. It just depends. Everybody's different. So I come to the photography. It says, I'm new to this. Are there signs some negative energy is attached to you? There can be, yeah. We have all sorts of negative energies attached to us usually, especially as we're coming into healing. It's just kind of how things work. Like everything is energy first. So and all the stuff that we experience are kind of like contracts. So we're contracted to have certain experiences and to help us grow and evolve. And some of those contracts are with beings that we might perceive as negative beings that may siphon energy from us. And they have a purpose, though. They're really working for us in the big picture of things. But we do have a lot of negative energies attached to us. That sometimes it's stagnant energy. So even negative energy, it could be considered stagnant energy in certain areas of your body, which you might have dis-ease in that area. You might have pain or something. That's always a sign that there's stagnant energy. But as far as like negative energy, I perceive negative not as like bad, but negative is like it pulls, it siphons energy. So usually those are beings that are doing that, entities or energies, expressions of energies that are doing that. And that can be for all sorts of different reasons, but usually it's because we have a wound in us in some way. So like we have a trauma or a belief system that allows for those energies to kind of tap into that. So nothing can really truly affect us. We can give permission for things to do that. So we can go through this experience of giving our energy away. We can't truly give our energy away, but we can have that experience of that, and it's just as valid. It's the same idea, but it's important to kind of make that distinction because that takes your power back. Knowing that you're the one in control of all of it is gives you power back. And we use these things to grow. So I use negative energies to help me upgrade, to help me get to lower places, to go through kind of hell, so I can, I can be a guide to walk people through hell once they're going through it. But we also can pick up little fragments of ourselves that we bring back up to heaven, to the higher frequency ranges. I hope that made sense. Can you guide your contracts? Yes, absolutely. A lot of healers will do contract work. I mean, we have contracts with everything, like with substances, with everybody in our reality, like relationships. Everything's kind of a contractual. At least that's the metaphoric equivalent to how it works. It's all kind of like implied consent. Some of it's a lot more conscious than that, but that's the way that I perceive it. Yeah. So, some people can see these negative energies. So you asked how. So yeah, some people are seers. So like, for example, the aura lady that's in here, Sammy, she can see these negative energies, so she would know. Other people can read those. I can feel them, so I'm a feeler, so I can feel negative energies. I'm also a knower, so I just get downloads, so I'll just get a knowing. So I just know, oh, there's something there. There's something. This is this and this, and then I'll just get like a download, or I'll get a memory. So it's just like a download is just like an instant kind of knowing. All of a sudden there's information that wasn't there before. We're always channeling. So that goes into a whole different monologue. So, but I hope that helped. All right, let's do one more, and then I'll get off because I'm starting to get kind of cooked. All right, let's see what we pick here. Oops, sorry, I'm gonna scare you now. You're a scary cat. You're such a fraidy cat. You scary cat. Yeah. You put your good love on the pendulum. Isn't that neat? Oop. You're gonna have to be more specific. Which one is that? Skin? Okay, skin. Skin, as far as I'm usually aware, has something to do with relationships, usually. The metaphysical sources for that. Interested on your thoughts, or if you believe in past lives. Past lives are legit, at least the perspective of past lives, because we can perceive time in a linear fashion. But in reality, it's all happening at once. So I like to call them quantum lives or quantum experiences, because it's all happening here and now. It's all happening at once. We just have the perception of it being either in the future or in the past. So you can do healing. You can actually have future lives that you're experiencing too. So both ways. But yeah, a big part of this type of work is reconciling those different experiences. Because we usually are playing out these loops through different realities and certain things, certain lessons, or something within us that we're trying to, I don't want to say it a negative way, we're trying to neutralize so that we can become more of ourselves. We want to remove the noise that's the noise that's in our music, so we can hear our own music. So it's skin, yes, we're going to work on skin, and skin is usually related to relationships. So in some way. Just reaffirming no harm will be done, no energy will be taken, is not freely given out of love, and will be in alignment for the highest good of all. La kundi perkas kutoka darkia kungra kushkata koto kupura pishikata kata yarta farra nandere ke sierra satro kupra fiakane ashayere asharaye taranano kore ra satre pero pashayeru lura nere kasura ke satete shuku beara baba yardo migration kotura ya shakara ya rutu ya kraya shaya karakta kuti perata kushkata ku iproso. This one's making me feel weird. Whew. My feet burn. It makes my feet burn. Like itchy burn, you know? The skin on my feet. Ukuranda sakishe asha yasa asana to shiakai. Ana mano me bata. Ooh-wee. Nipuru bada pesatu shashasi behati asana. Getting weird sensations like my face right here. It's so interesting. I don't know if I've done a transmission for skin like this before, like overall skin. I've worked on skin issues, but Dio Coran. La martao farraina. Yeah, if anybody has any hookups on like buses or RVs or anything, like maybe that's the way, you know. Maybe somebody's got an RV or something, or a bus, the converted bus, something that they don't use, or that we could like borrow or something. I don't know why Spirit just kind of like inspired me to mention that. So for Heels on Wheels. So if you know of anybody, or if there's any kind of synchronicity that aligns in that way that can work out, please do let me know. Of course, there'd be energetic exchange, of course. Oof. Interesting. Throat. Oh wow, these are such weird sensations all over my body. Yeah, itching, burning, like feels like spasms and like little, all sorts of weird stuff. Liquefies the fascia, the trauma and the fascia under the skin. That makes sense. Working with the fascia. Is that fascia considered a skin or is it muscle? Is that like, I'm not like challenging. I'm just curious. Like, maybe it runs through both, or yeah, it's connected. I'm sure it's definitely connected. But that's interesting. Such weird sensations. Some pain cracks me up, but it's so intense it just cracks me up. It's like, I'm fine, by the way. Thanks, buddy. Grato per Dumbra Pati cresci tutto para ni kiri se shukuti bebe tu parana da qua kimeni ne akara tore she ke she esha yasu tari ki shana na tari desi tara da Good? You're done? Confirm? Confirm? Move on? Okay. So let me know how you're feeling after that. That was interesting. That was interesting on my end. I'm not sure how it was on everybody else's end. Tatiara da Karanto Kai. Buddy. He's a good boy. And know that I'm not hurting, so he comes and checks on me, make sure I'm grounding. Look how cute you are, buddy. You're the best kitty. You're the best kitty. Wow, God. I love him so much. Such a good boy. Pulled something in your hip, interesting. That last one was for skin. Yeah, you might have some weird sensations going on. Yeah, my headache is pretty intense too. Still. So yeah, things are shit. Sometimes that's what happens. You know, you put energy, you know, through a place that's already sensitive to things, and there's a lot of excess energy, so it's gonna be more sensitive. You felt sad. Yeah, I'm assuming there's a lot of trauma that can be stored in the skin, right? Isn't it our biggest organ? And so yeah, we store a lot. So a lot of probably relationship traumas and stuff. Cried, feeling so sorry about coming to another for healing. Well, you don't need to be. Well, definitely don't be sorry for receiving healing. Definitely not. You know, we all need healing. And sometimes we need each other. You know, we need each other. We're in a collective experience together. You know, it's always an inside job, but it's, you know, it's still you. It's always you healing anyway. So even if you're going to another healer, you know, they're helping you heal yourself, really. Even if, you know, they're doing all the work, you're still the one that's given permission, and that you manifested them in your physical reality to assist you. Absolutely, healers need healing too. Yeah, we're just talking about that before we jumped on this live. We were talking about a project with the community that we have on Discord, and some others from the TikTok community, to begin to heal, have some resources for exchanging healing between healers, because we forget to, you know, get healings ourselves. Like, I used to get healings all the time. I was always getting healings, and I knew how powerful they were. And then I just started to get really busy once I started to, you know, make this have to be my business, you know, try to, you know, make a living off of it. And that's a weird transition, you know, getting paid by the man or whatever, to having to figure it out on your own. But I get distracted, and when I do receive healing, it's so amazing and powerful, and I need to stay on top of that, because we need healing for sure. We all need each other. Oh, beautiful, Debbie. Thank you for sharing that. I'm still in live. Yeah, yeah, I'm about done now. So that last transmission was it. So I'm just kind of like letting my energy settle. And if anybody has any like questions or anything they want to share, any experiences before I get off, now is your chance. Drink lots of water. You can see in my eyes. See, when I do a lot of energy work, how my eyes get like, they get fatigued, because a lot of energy goes through my eyes, because it's kind of like blocked up back here. So I can always tell when I'm burnt out, because my eyes will show it. So gotta make sure I rest too. You just had, oh, excuse me, okay, let's see. I just had a horrible experience. So happy to see you. Oh no. Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're here. Are we back on for Friday Night Lights? Yeah, that's my goal for sure, is to do Friday Night Lights. There's one Friday that I won't be able to do it, probably like in like the week of the 18th, but I might do it anyway. I'll be in Mississippi to go see Stacy, who's a moderator in here. She's not here tonight, she's working, but I'm gonna go visit her, and probably Ashley, oh crap, I can't remember her username now. I always know her. Ashley in this life. Hopefully get the chance to go see her too. Hi, Serene, long time no see. I was told that I have Atlantean energy recently. I'm still trying to figure that out. You have all sorts of energies in you. That's the thing. But when you're first getting into this stuff, follow what feels right. Follow those excitements. Like, let those things come. Make the connections yourself. A lot of us that are here have connections to Atlantis. You know, we're kind of replaying that. Like pretty much like everybody that's incarnated on Earth is kind of like here again, to kind of help clear up all of the energies that we've accumulated over so much time. Yeah, that's interesting. So what did the experience that the poll came through? Tingles was 40%, pressure was 20%, temperature change 0%, what the fuck 0%, nothing 0%, and then other 40%, because I was experiencing some really weird sensations that were not on that list for sure. But yeah, you probably have connections to Atlantis that are relevant for you at this time. Probably healing some of those experiences that were there, and making that connection, and integrating those aspects of yourself, because it's relevant for you at this time to be aware of that. And as you go on and you do more healing, you're going to hear more and more about yourself, and you're going to remember more and more. It might not make sense at the time, but as time goes on, you're going to start to see those things uncover themselves, and it'll start to make sense. But yeah, we're all very, very different. You feel wonderful. Great. Dream Kitten says, I feel wonderful. I can't thank you and the ones you work with enough. Beautiful. Thank you so much for expressing that. Periphery of Aquarius. I don't know what that means. Periphery? I don't know what that word means. Periphery. Periphery? I've never heard that word before. Interesting. Yeah. I'm always happy to answer questions too, especially if you're new to this stuff. You know, like, I don't expect you to buy into everything that I say or whatever. I've been doing this for a while. Not too long. People have been doing this for their whole lives, you know. But I've gone through my own awakening process from the ground up. And like, it wasn't like some people just have it, they get, boom, they have an awakening experience. Me, it was a gradual thing. So I was going through lots of stuff in order to get to where I'm at currently, and I'm still growing and evolving and upgrading myself. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions. You can email me, you can send me, you can just ask a question. I have a Q&A in my profile, I'm pretty sure, so you can ask questions there and I'll do a video response, or you can just comment on a video and ask a question, anything like that. I'm always happy to answer questions. Always happy to answer questions. Yeah, he's a good boy. Malik does love me. He's my little familiar. He saved my butt. I love you, Amanda. Yes, okay. Thank you for the reminder, Amanda. So for those that are interested, especially that are asking questions that are new to this, we have a Discord server. So if you go to the link in my bio, there's going to be a link so you can join a Discord. Now, Discord is like, it's kind of like a community chat. So it's like different chat room topics in a lot of ways, or some like forum type stuff, but it also has different rooms. We call them channels, where we can do like video chats and voice chats, so you can practice light language if you get activated, or we're going to do special events there as well. So through Discord that are, specifically just for Discord. So doing, transmissions and doing stuff like this that is just for the Discord community. But there's lots of resources. There are a lot of very, knowledgeable and, powerful beings that are a part of that group frequency. And they have, just as much perspective to share as I do, so that's what's beautiful about it, is that you can get a lot of different perspectives. I'll do my best to give mine, of course, but there's a lot as well that is all valid. Beginnings of the Aquarian age, right on. Yep, absolutely. Thank you for subscribing too, Nick. Thank you to all that have subscribed, or not subscribed. Yeah, I guess it is a subscription. It's essentially like a membership to the live, which is beautiful. So I'm glad that people are supporting, and it's a great way to show energetic exchange too, because it's not too expensive. I don't think. I don't remember how much it is. I think I'm in the beta for it, but yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and I appreciate you for supporting it, because the more of that takes place, the more I can do too. So yeah, I appreciate it. All right, well, I'm gonna let everybody go. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, Mal. I'm gonna let everybody go and enjoy the rest of their Friday night. I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm honored to have you beautiful souls awareness on these things that I'm passionate about. It just makes me so happy. I love you so much. I do one-on-one sessions. I am currently on a break because I'm healing myself and integrating myself, but I do have some sessions that are scheduled to try tomorrow and I think one Sunday. So if I'm feeling well enough, I'll probably be good for the rest of the week, and I'll put my scheduler back up. But I do one-on-ones. I specialize in essentially helping people upgrade themselves, activate themselves, heal themselves, really get them to the next level, whatever that looks like. So essentially higher self-integration is what I focus on. That's kind of my thing. but I can do whatever too, and I can always refer you to people. Mostly output at this time, so that means I don't dive too much into the stories behind the energies. To me, they're just discordant frequencies. We shift out what's not right for you, bring in what's right for you, and call it good. And it's always facilitated by the higher self, your higher self. My higher self works directly with yours to get you what you need. So I'm not going around saying, oh, you don't need this, you don't need this, I think you should have this. So the ego structure gets out of the way, because I don't know best. My higher selves know best, your higher self knows best, and we work together to get you where you need to be. Lots of free resources on my channel if you want to check that out. Be doing a lot of events coming up, launching the website, which is going to have store products, which are going to be like energetic devices and products, so like light code shirts and all sorts of stuff. So that'll be coming. Just a little tease, so follow. And I'll be jumping I'll be jumping on again. I'll do my best next Friday about 7:30 p.m. Pacific. I probably am going to jump on tomorrow morning Pacific time, probably around 9 a.m. or something, to do energy hygiene type work. So clearing, like just morning clearing and a little energy boost, and setting up some structures to assist with people. Am I coming to AZ? Probably at some point. Yeah, I would love to come here to Arizona. But I love y'all so much. I appreciate you. Malik appreciates you. He says, thank you for being so sweet to Papa. All right. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank you. Pupra wipiridi wara cara eto kurmane kre perku penimur kamani perpekan untuk apa ada wet and amantuba. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you soon. I love you.